My name is Matt Timmon, and I spent $13,000 on a sign. And I'm going to tell you if it was even worth it. So I've been seeing a lot of questions, whether it's in Facebook groups or just agents actually asking me about like, hey, should I get a sign? What size should it be? Where should I get it from? Should it be lit up? Should it be this? Whatever it is. And I'm here to tell you that you should do all of that. Okay. First of all, you should get an office and you should invest in a sign. You see, I spent 13 grand on our sign, which was a huge deal to me at the time. That sign's been up for probably about 8 months now. And so it costs $13,000, but really if you're making $300 per client, you just have to do the math on, do you think that this investment over the next 5 years or over the next year or over the next 10 years, do you think that it'll pay off? Because we're going to be in this office. It's about 5,100 square feet. We're going to be here for the next 4 years. We signed a 5-year lease. Commercial leases generally run on longer terms. And I was like, will we see an ROI on this? And I was a little bit nervous about it. So we put it up. It cost $13K, of course, paid up front. There's no pay over time option. And that was before AEP. So it was probably in August of last year. And I will tell you, it looks great. It lights up at night. You can see it from space at night. It's kind of like Clark Griswold whenever he puts the 2 electric cords together and his whole house lights up. You know, it's kind of like that. It was really cool. And so it's a great sign. But here's the deal. Is it going to convert to business? And the name of our company, I mean, it's Missouri Medicare Advisors. So why they would come into the office is in the name. And so it makes a lot of sense. But even like there's a Wendy's above our office or a little bit, I guess, west of our office, people will look at our sign and see that. Or maybe if you're running a lot of like branding ads, or even if your name's just getting it out there as a whole, now they're like, hey, I've seen you guys before. Now they connect the dots. They see the sign and they come in rather than just a cold sign that they see a million times over. Because there's a lot of agencies in Springfield, where our agency is, that have no street view. They have no view of anything really. Ours is, we spend the money on the office to make sure that it is in a walk-in situation. Like, it's next to a lot of restaurants. It's in a place that is highly trafficked. And because of that, I knew that we had to put the sign there. So we put it in August, and it was slow at first. September rolls around. It's like, where are these walk-ins at? Like, I was hoping we'd get them. And then AEP hit. In AEP, we got over 50 new clients off of walk-ins. So, I mean, I can't say that every single one of those was directly from the sign. But guess what? Maybe they get our mailer in the mail, and then they drive by and see our sign. They wouldn't see that without it. If we went with a $5,000 sign or a $2,000 sign, they wouldn't see it. It wouldn't be as big. And so if you are spending any money on direct mail or any branding at all, I think you need to go big with the sign. I wish I would have spent $30,000 on that sign. I wish it was bigger. I wish more people would see it. But the matter of the fact is I see a lot of questions about this. Should I get an office? Should I get a sign? How much should I put into the sign? As much as you can is what I would say. As much as like you financially can, I would invest all of it into a sign, because at the end of the day, they walk into your office, they sit down with you. That's going to be a client for life. And we know that we don't just make $300 one time as an agent or agency. We make $300 multiple times. And the clients that sit down in your office, they're going to have a high lifetime value. They're going to refer like crazy. I mean, the referrals that we get from people walking into our office, whether it's from the sign or whether it's from a seminar or whether it's from Google, whatever it is sticky business, and they refer like wildfire. I just ran a report on our book of business of what we sold in AEP. We have 98.37% persistency. 98%. A lot of that has to do with our brand. A lot of that has to do with our fantastic customer service team. But if you're thinking, should I do this? Absolutely do it. It's going to pay off. It might be scary because it was for me, but I can tell you a year, 2, 3, 5 years down the line, you're going to wish you did it bigger.